Happy Tuesday, everyone. I look forward to Tuesdays like every single week. I'm telling you, I'm always so excited to be here with you guys. So, get the logistics out first. Yeah, I already had the Dr. Pepper. I think I'm working on like number two tonight. Um, so, hi, I'm Kim from Kim's Side Money Plans. If you guys are just tuning in for the very first time, most of you guys know this already, but I am a gig worker that does Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. And I take you guys along with me every single day for my hustle, my grind. I always say I give you my good days, my bad days, and kind of everything else in between. So if you are new here and just tuning in for the very first time and love the contents of my channel, also the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, everybody take a moment and give this live a thumbs up. So, I go live every Tuesday night. I am here with you guys for roughly about an hour or so. Tonight, I am going to give you my week and we're going to kind of get into my Grubhub updates, and we're going to try to keep it to an hour because Steve from Rideshare Rodeo is here tonight. But he has a premiere at 9:15, so go check his channel out right after this so that way everybody can get to his premiere tonight as well. So we'll say hi to a whole bunch of people. So hi Rachel, hi Steve, how are you? Hi Cynthia, hey Josh, hi Thomas, how are you? God, there's so many great people here, so many great drivers here. I feel like we have like the best drivers that come on Tuesday night. So Rideshare Rodeo has his own channel. Cynthia Hill has been with this channel for a while as well. Josh B as well. Thomas, hopefully you don't mind, but I'll call you out. You were probably one of my very first subscribers almost over 2 years ago, and I think you do Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, and DoorDash, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely off on that one, but I think that's what you talk about. Middleton Technologies, thank you so much for being Gary, thank you so much for being here on Tuesdays as well. Pam, hi, how are you? Bud Soda, one of the hardest working people I think I know of. You like literally put my hustle to shame any day of the week. So I am so glad that you are here. And thank you guys for being here. Hi, Mort, how are you? Mort, you come here every Tuesday as well. Hi, Greg. How are you? My boring PowerPoints. How are you? Michelle from Home Base Income as well. Michelle has her own channel. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Monique. How are you? Oh, I love that everybody is coming back, and I really love spending Tuesdays with every single one of you. And, I love learning and love everything about Tuesdays. And holy bud, 25:06 on 96 hours left. I'm telling you literally and you put my hustle to shame, and I am amazed by your numbers that you produce every single week. So more power to you. You are amazing. um Hey Greg, how are you? Hi Gabrielle, how are you? Oh, so welcome. I'm gonna go over my fantastic week last week. So Monday, I came to Monday, and I felt like Monday was like a day of like long distance orders. Like I felt like they made me work for my money on Monday. I felt like the only thing I was getting, it was like 10-mile orders, 9-mile orders. Granted, the money was worth the distances, or I wouldn't have taken them. But I just felt like I'm like, come on, can't you like throw a girl a bone a little bit and give me something to work with? But I felt like that was like my Mondays, and then Tuesday I took the day off. I do my lives on Tuesday, and then Wednesday what was Wednesday? Wednesday, I had that shop and pay debacle where like I went to Walgreens and I think I have to get a new red card. I think I have to call DoorDash and get a new red card because it hasn't been working. I guess Walgreens updated like their new like credit card systems, and all of a sudden my red card doesn't work in Walgreens any longer. So I think I have to call DoorDash, but it didn't work. I called DoorDash and I ended up canceling um, the order just because I had a debacle like a month or so ago with them. I'm like, I'm not going through it again. And I ended up canceling the order. But it kind of made me think like, this is my thing with DoorDash Shop and Pays. First of all, I like them because I feel like if there are a couple of items, they are, easy, grab a couple of items, you're out the door, and they pay really, really well if you can get the right one. That's why I like shop and pay orders when you can get the right ones. The thing is, when you call support and your red card's not working, their first instinct is as drivers, is you to pay out of pocket with your own credit card. And that's like the one thing like I don't agree with DoorDash. I feel like with the technology that's out there today, like I feel like that should not even come out of your mouth, and I feel like that shouldn't even really be an issue. Like I don't know. I just don't really. Hey Kevin, how are you? I just feel like it just shouldn't even come out of pocket out of DoorDash. Yes, you get it reimbursed, and yes, I've never had a problem getting reimbursed. I was getting a lot of those questions. So yes, you do get reimbursed, but is it worth your time and effort to get on with support? And you don't reimburse you until after you complete the delivery. So you call support to say what the problem is, and you call support again to say that your order has dropped off, and now you need to email them the receipt. Like, to me, it just wasn't worth the time. And that was my Wednesday. And then Wednesdays, if you don't know, I do a live on Wednesdays with UDM, the Gig Talk Live, with also another co-host, Jaywalk, and it is so much fun on Wednesday. So if you haven't checked it out, come this Wednesday, tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'll put it in my community post as well. But man, it is a lot of fun. But that was like my Wednesday. And then Thursday, I woke up on Thursday, and I know we all go through this, and I know you guys have all been there. Like, I just woke up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I just don't want to do this today. And I didn't. I'm like, I need family time. I need Kim time. I need to, like, go, pause. And that's exactly what I did. I spent the day with my family. I went to the beach. I had dinner with my family. It was just a really nice, relaxing day that I felt like I really needed. I needed the rest and relaxation. And I am so glad that I took the day. So I always encourage, if anybody is out there and like you're feeling it and you just need it, like take that moment and like pause for a second and take that time for yourself. Even if it's an hour, 2 hours, a whole day, whatever you need, take it for yourself, because it's definitely worth it. And I don't know whether it was because I took the day off and I was rested and relaxed. I went into like Friday like full like hustle, full throttle, like full speed ahead, and like I I feel like I was like beast mode on Friday, and I was just taking orders, taking orders, taking orders, and I had a really good Friday morning, afternoon with Uber Eats, and I'm like, ooh, look at Uber Eats like coming to the party on Friday. And there was a quest happening on Friday night, and I'm like, watch them getting like all the orders now. And I'm like, there's no way they're gonna send me orders when the quest is actually going on. But I was all excited. Hey Hannibal, how are you? I was so excited that I'm like, Uber, you've been asleep and you're back. So I went into Friday night and I'm like, yeah, it's not going to happen. But DoorDash was in a peak pay on Friday night. So I'm like, if I don't get Uber Eats orders, at least I'm in a decent peak pay for DoorDash. And the whole night started off, it was DoorDash, DoorDash, DoorDash. And all of a sudden, I started getting Uber orders, Uber Eats orders, and I completed like my first quest, and I'm like, oh, I completed a quest, and then like another order came in, and I'm like, can I really complete another quest? And I was ready to honestly go home, and it was early. I'm like, okay, I'm all about ready to call it a night. And then like I got that like second order, and I'm like, I can't go home now. I have to complete it. So I'm just like one of those people, like I have to like finish it through. And I am so glad that I did, because then I completed the second quest on Uber Eats, and oh, I had I had a good solid Friday. And really, it's not for me to brag, it's not for me to boost anything. I'm just telling you what my weekend day was like. But it was, I'm like, it was finally good to like go out there and just go, like just go and really see Uber back. And hi Diana, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at like people who are coming in too. Hi Megan, how are you? And Friday, it was just, I'm like, Uber is back, and I'm like, I can't wait to put this like on the thumbnail. Uber is back, considering I was going like months. It's like boo Uber. I'm like, I can't wait to share this with everybody. And that was my Friday. So I'll take a day off any day of the week if the result is what it was on Friday. Maybe I need to take more days off. Maybe that's like the key to some of the success. Maybe I'm onto something. I'm just kidding. So Saturday came, another good solid day. The thing that was Saturday is I had that order, that it was a local smoke barbecue place in my area, and I walked in and I said, hi, I'm here for, I forget the customer's name at this point, but I'm like, hi, I'm here for, hi, Dara Dash Revolution, how are you? Um, I said, hi, I'm here for so and so's order. And the girl just like walks, so she goes, okay, and walks away and never comes back. And I'm like, can I have my order? Are you behind there? So I stepped back and let other people. Another kid came and said, are you being helped? And like, honestly, I don't know, but I'm waiting on this order. And he's like, it's going to be a couple of minutes. And with that, another DoorDash, DoorDasher, and I know because they had their phone out. That's the reason why I know it was the DoorDasher. And he comes in, doesn't, I feel, sometimes I feel really bad for restaurant employees. I have to say, my heart goes out to some of these people who work really, really hard. He comes in and like literally shoves the phone in their face. And at first they were like, huh, what? Oh, okay, we'll check on it. So by the fourth or fifth time, like they're like they were like so over this person, because they were taking it as him being extremely rude. And every time he would walk out, like they would talk about the driver and how rude he is. And it kind of just made me kind of like step back and like go, okay, this is a really good example of how restaurant employees are actually perceiving DoorDash drivers, which is why I was, sharing it with you. I like to think I kill people with kindness when I walk into restaurants, and I feel like two different like extremes of the spectrum. But restaurant employees are noticing how we are coming in and how we are presenting ourselves. And the one thing that stood up for me is they're like, I feel like not helping this person because they're being so rude to us. And so that was just the encounter that I saw. And then Sunday, Grubhub. I am so excited. I actually went and I got these alerts, and I'm going to actually show them with you. Hold on. Okay, so the first one, and I know I put these in the video, but I'll go over them real quick. Okay, so the first one says that the red areas on your map show where the highest number of orders are in your region, so you can save time and cut out the guesswork. So when I first saw this, I'm like, well, what does that mean? We kind of already see a map in Grubhub and shows our hotspots. So is this going to be like on the main screen? Like, I was a little confused on what this is actually going to look like. And then the second one was a swipe up tasks. So it says to swipe up from the bottom to your screen to see your next steps plus order details. These adjust automatically as you go through your delivery, so you always know what's next. I'm like, are they taking away steps? Hey Sarah, how are you? I'm like, are they taking away steps from Grubhub? If that's the case, that would be like really fantastic. Because I'm like, look at Grubhub stepping up to the game. But at this point, I'm like, I'm still not sure what they're trying to say our home screen's gonna look like. And then the last screen is tap the icon in the top right to see a breakdown of your delivery steps plus order information, scheduled tasks, and more. Which normally it's in the left hand corner, so maybe they're moving it to the right hand corner now. I was a little confused by this myself. And then I got an email, I think the next day, that said, get ready for a new Grubhub for drivers home screen. So it says we're working on new ways of making driver apps more user friendly. When you update your app and this new experience becomes available, you notice that you're in a new home screen now delivers easy access. Get your map location, hotspots, task lists all in one place. Unsure where you start driving, navigate to a hotspot. So, and then it says less steps, reduce the number of taps to make a delivery, making your experience more safe while you're on the road. So I'm like, maybe there are less steps. So I know, but I was reading your comments today. I'm like, I don't have this update yet. And then, but I saw you said that you had the update. So I'm just actually curious, did you guys see this update yet? Because I haven't gotten it. Because when I first read this, hey Kathy, how are you? When I first got this, I'm like, ooh, yay, there's going to be less steps. Because let's face it, like Grubhub to me has like the most steps out of the three food delivery apps, I should say. And man, I'm like, oh, like, oh, that would be fantastic if they actually eliminated some of the steps. But now, Bud, you're telling me they're not. So I'm like, oh, am I excited for like no apparent reason? Okay, so Bud, you said there's more screens to navigate and it's terrible. More submenus to navigate. Oh, here I was all excited that maybe they were eliminating and they were trying to compete with like the other two. Okay, Zarbun 700, you said it's nothing special. Okay, so I'm probably excited for no okay. I feel like whenever there's like updates on apps, I'm like, ooh, what's coming next? Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like we're always anxious to get something new and exciting into our gig world lives when that came through. And I'm like, ooh, is this something to be excited about? Or am I just overexcited for like absolutely no apparent reason? But I haven't gotten it yet, so I have nothing to compare it to. So it's interesting that some of you guys are actually saying that you actually got it. But I feel like these apps are forever evolving and changing. It seems like, DoorDash keeps doing, tests. Hey, delivering with Ellen, how are you? I feel like, DoorDash is like always like changing or evolving or, um, it's I don't know. I feel like they're always trying to do something new, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good, depending on what the feature is. So, and I feel like they're always testing like what's in my market is not in other people's markets. So it's interesting that they take different regions of the country. Hi, Dave. How are you? And they kind of see what works in each. Because I feel like none of our DoorDash screens ever look the same. I'm just kidding. They probably do all look the same, but they're probably different features on each one of us. And I think like Uber Eats a lot of times, do the same things. Like I know Uber Eats right now is testing those multiple offer screens. I think it's in Boston. I could be completely wrong on that, but I know they're testing that out in some areas as well. So it's interesting to see how each one of these are like trying to compete with each other and really really compete. Josh, what's my email? Oh yeah, definitely send it to me. Go to my description. It's in my description of all my videos. You can send it to me. I would actually be really interesting to see what it looks like because Josh, you're not too far away from me. You're in Pennsylvania, correct? So it's interesting that you actually have the update yet. Yeah, definitely send me the email. I'd be very interested to see it. But the hot map being on the home screen is the good thing. I can imagine how it is a good thing. Like it would be into. I feel like, but you would be able to notice, or even Josh, you'd be able to answer this. Is it like kind of like a DoorDash, like hotspots? Like you actually see where the hotspots are when you're actually, looking for orders. I'm just curious. But anyway, so those are, the Grubhub, the Grubhub updates. Hopefully coming to all of our markets, soon as well. I don't know. It should be interesting. But to kind of round off everything, and I this past week saw a really good uptick in business. I feel like I was working less harder than I have in the past couple of weeks. I feel like it was easier to reach my own individual goals as the week was going on. And I almost felt like I'm like, oh, I can almost like breathe again. It's not going to be like, oh my God, am I going to get an order? Oh my God, am I going to get an order? Like orders were coming in. Were they the most fantastic orders? I'm not saying that, but um, I was really getting good. I was getting good quality orders, and I was getting a lot of offers. Whether they were good offers, that's another story. But I was getting a lot more offers last week than I have in previous weeks. So I'm like, are we starting to see an uptick in the delivery business? And I did go back and I was kind of going through my emails. I did see um, yeah, why does it say powered by StreamYard? Because I'm actually, Sarah, I'm using actually StreamYard to do my lives now. I haven't done the upgraded version, so you'll see powered by StreamYard for a little while until I do the updated version. But oh, thank you, Josh. I just got the email. Thank you. I will actually take a look at it. So I'm actually seeing some really good business come out of. But I was going through my email, and I personally was receiving like emails nonstop for Uber Eats last week. I think I got 20 off of 25 last week. I forget what else, but I'm like, ooh, I wonder if like Uber Eats promos are starting to kick in and they're starting to get business back in to Uber Eats. So yeah, so interesting. So, Bud, you said yes, just like if you went safe, clicked on it before, but now it's on the home screen. Oh, that's really interesting. It's kind of exciting. You at least know where to like navigate. Granted, I kind of stay in like my one region. Like my Grubhub area is like like humongous. Oh, Bud, you think the Super Bowl commercial helped? It could have helped. I see Grubhub commercials like all the time on TV. Like I feel like they're just advertising everywhere on the radio. I do a lot of Spotify. I feel like I get a lot of their ads on Spotify too. So check your Instagram messages. Okay, I will. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, okay, I feel like we're back in business. Our slow times coming to an end, and we can all be prosperous and make money, and we can go back out and really go after it. And you know, yeah, but they are Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Grubhub is everywhere. I do. I feel like I feel like everywhere I turn, I see Grubhub, and it's their, on time guarantee. I feel like it's drilled into our heads by this point. So that was my week. That was, my Grubhub, my Grubhub screen. So I guess more to come. So, Greg, you said I heard Grubhub used to be good, but now another company bought them out and the orders are less paying. I feel like at least in my area. So, first of all, whenever I talk, I always talk about my area. I try not to, give you tips or tricks. I kind of just tell you what's going on in my daily life and what I do every single day. So when I talk, I really just talk about my area and what I'm seeing. But I feel like Grubhub for me, and I know some of you guys absolutely adore Grubhub and love Grubhub. Like, I feel like I treat Grubhub um like my third app. Like, I feel like I turn Grubhub on when the other two aren't giving me orders. I'm like, okay, let me turn on Grubhub, or I'll turn them on during like high peak times to see if I can get like a really big, really big order that's gonna like push me to like the next level. Like the other day, I got it was a pay order, but it was like $17, only going 3.5 miles. So I'm like, I'll pay for someone's meal for $17. And those are kind of, oh, sorry, Monique. I have it for you. But I feel as though like that's the way I treat Grubhub lately. And I used to, I feel like it's like musical chairs with these like gig apps. DoorDash is still my number one producing app in my area. It has really like gone up and beyond, which months ago I couldn't even say the same thing. So DoorDash is really like stepping it up, and like it's my number one app. A couple weeks ago when Uber Eats wasn't performing, Grubhub kind of went into my number two, but now that Uber Eats is performing back again, I'm kind of treating it like my like my third app. But I feel like it's good for those really good, like you sometimes can get some of those really good orders that you're like, yeah, Grubhub, that's kicks butt. And there's some other ones. Hey, Driven Dad, how are you? There's some other ones that you're like, oh, Grubhub, what the heck are you thinking? There's no way in anywhere I would ever take that order. Thank you so much, Thomas. I really appreciate it. Um, so that's kind of the way I view Grubhub. I'm sure you guys all have your own opinions on Grubhub, and go ahead and share them with everybody. But that's kind of how I've been using Grubhub over the past like week or so, probably the past like 2 weeks. It kind of goes back and forth. So Diana, you said in Northern Jersey, I'm still figuring out the algorithm. I don't know. Can we ever figure out the algorithm? I still don't understand the algorithm. I just think it's you have to in your own area find, and this just an opinion. I just feel like you have to find your own combination mix in your own area that's going to work best for you, especially if like you're multi-apping, really figure out, what apps are you working with and kind of what mix works best with each other. So Josh, you said last 2 weeks I've noticed a lot better offers on Grubhub. It's not those $8 for 13 miles. It's more like tips are higher than the miles. So I've been taking some more Grubhub. That's really good, Josh. It's good to see. Like I just feel like a lot of these apps are turning themselves around, which is it's really here. I will see this. Um, Oh, okay. Thanks, Bud Soda. You sent me a screen recording. That's awesome. Okay, thank you. I'm so excited to see it. Um, I am just, sorry, Bud. You like threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh, I get a screen recording. I'm so excited. But I feel like a lot of these apps, including Grubhub, have turned their stuff around. And this is another thing with Grub. I feel like I have a love hate relationship with Grubhub. I love to hate them. Every time I feel like I give them a shot, like their wait times just like throw me for a loop. I'm like, why did I take that Grubhub order? And I'm usually, if it's taking too long, I'm unassigning, or it's just, especially on weekends, like this past weekend, I hardly took any Grubhub orders because I knew with DoorDash and Uber Eats, I knew what I was getting myself into. And I knew that the turnaround times were quickly. And I knew I could like literally turn orders quick. And I know I couldn't do that with DoorDash. So even if I would have gotten a $17 order, a $15 order, like it was actually more beneficial to use Uber Eats and Uber Eats and DoorDash. Oh, UDM, thank you so much. Hi, Kim. I'm late, but wanted to start over. Please, just kidding. You missed a lot. I would have to cover a lot, but I did UDM. So I'll say it again because you are here. So I said it in the beginning. Join us on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, depending on what your time zone. What your time zone is. I do a show with UDM and Jaywalk, and we have so much fun on Wednesdays. We laugh, we have fun, we chat about gig work and whatever topics are out there. So I will put it in the community posts for tomorrow. So you guys are reminded, but join us on Wednesdays because we just have so much fun and we have a blast. I think I laughed so hard last Wednesday. Like it was a good show last Wednesday, if I do say so myself. So I'm sorry, Bud, you said you had another killer dispatch today. Oh, interesting. Oh, actually, I have actually. I'll never mind. I was gonna say I had a dispatch question for you. I went to go sign up for it, but I had a question about sign up. But I'll ask you guys offline about dispatch. Mm. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. I was like reading people's comments. And I'm like, what's wrong with Kathy? Kathy, I haven't been out in over a week. I had a bad fall and eyes. Oh no. You have surgeon tomorrow. I missed my extra dollars. Oh, Kathy, please get better soon. And hopefully your foot gets better soon. Please be safe and please take care of yourself. And Greg, I don't think anyone can figure out the algorithm. I don't think anybody can I figure out, is there an algorithm? I mean, I know there is an algorithm, but I'm like, really, is there an algorithm? But I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't think anybody can really figure out figure out that figure it out. So, Greg, you said Jersey is too expensive to live. I left 3 years ago. Jersey is really expensive to live in. It's very high cost of living. I forget, UDM, was it you I was having a conversation with, or Jaywalk? I was having a conversation. I can't remember which one about the cost of living. Taxes are crazy, but it's a great state. I mean, I love the area that I live and work in, so I really can't complain too much. But hi, Gig Lebowski, how are you? So do you hit 500 deliveries on Grubhub? They sent me a $15 gift card. I'll wait till they rib the special and have a meal on them. Good for you. I got that too, but like I never got anything. Like I got the email saying, yeah, you hit 500 deliveries, and then it said it was applied to my account, and then I never received anything. Like I thought maybe if I went onto Grubhub itself and did an order, it would like magically appear, and I never got it. That was like 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, maybe it was yeah, maybe it was Jaywalk, but yeah, I'm telling you, New Jersey is a fantastic place. I love um oh I love New Jersey. I love the area I live and work in. It's close to the beach. It's a lot. It's to me, it's a lot of fun. I'm literally an hour from New York City. I'm probably about an hour away from Philadelphia. So like I am really centrally located to a lot of fun things to do, and a lot of a lot of a lot of museums, a lot of beaches, a lot of great touristy things that you can do around my area. Yeah, I'll ask UDM tomorrow, but I do have UDM. I have a dispatch question for you tomorrow. I'm just curious on something because I was going to sign up for it, and then there was like something in the sign up process that I wasn't sure of, so I kind of stopped the dispatch process kind of midway. So I'm going to ask you that tomorrow. So I'm glad that everybody. Oh, Greg, you used to work in the Bridgewater area. I grew up in the Bridgewater area, so I grew up around there. I was born and raised around there, so I know the Bridgewater area extremely well. And God, I'm probably going to date myself on this one, but I was there for the opening of the Bridgewater Mall. And speaking of dating myself, so I know I said this in the past. So join me next Tuesday. I will be here next Tuesday, but it's my birthday next Tuesday, and you guys are going to be here for my birthday. So we'll celebrate my birthday together next Tuesday. And I'm not ashamed to say this, I will be 43 years old next Tuesday, but I will be sharing my birthday with you guys next Tuesday. So make sure that you guys are here next Tuesday with me. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, hey, Lisa, how are you? Um, so yeah, that'll be our fun next Tuesday adventure together. But yeah, 43, big 43. Oh, thank you, Monique. Not ashamed to say it, proud and 43. I have a 5-year-old. I'm 43. Oh, thanks, UDM. I'll go with 34. You can give me 34 any day of the week. Josh, we share birthday weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, but yeah, 5-year-old, 43. Been married 20 years. 20 years? Yeah, 20 years. I'm like, what anniversary is it? My husband probably would have shot me on that one. 20 years. We've been together for 24 years. That's actually funny. Don't tell him I said that. Shh, it's our secret. The beach is only good for 4 months. I beg to differ. I still go to the beach. I went to the beach last week. It was freezing cold, but I actually walked on the beach last Thursday because I'm like, I am going. I didn't like obviously go into the water. I like walked to the water, but that's about as far as I got. Mine was on the 20. Oh, first of all, happy birthday, Kathy! And oh no, you fell on your birthday. Oh. That's funny. UDM, sorry. I already texted him this part of the video. Well, thank you. That would actually be thanks. Greg Barrison, I'm over 40. I'm not in the 50 club yet. I'm in the 40 club, but you know what? My husband's in the 50 club though, so he probably just killed me for saying that too. Don't say I said that either. I'm just like messing up all over the place and probably sharing a whole bunch of information. Oh, Thomas, thank you so much. Happy early birthday, Kim. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I don't mind being in my 40s. To me, age is just another number. You kind of keep on going. I still feel like I'm in my 20s. Some days I act like I'm in my 20s, or I think I'm in my 20s, and then my bones creak and crack, and I'm like, nope, I'm 40. There, right, Lisa, there is nothing wrong with the 50 Club whatsoever. I'm telling you, age is just another number that we can all relate to at one point or another, and we just kind of, I take it day by day. And where is the hubby from? New Jersey too. We're both from New Jersey. We're New Jerseyans. I only left New Jersey for 4 years to go to college, and I've been in New Jersey in literally my entire life. I'm telling you, I really like it. Even though I keep telling UDM I'm moving to Florida just because you're in 80-degree weather right now, and I'm sitting here freezing cold. Josh B, after your 21st birthday, just don't feel the same. Age has a way of kind of creeping up. And I'm telling you, every day I feel like I'm in my 20s, and then I wake up with like back pains and like neck creaks, or you feel the rain coming, and you're like, oh, nope, I'm definitely 40. And by the way, my hubby's originally from Oklahoma. That's where he's originally from, and then he moved to New Jersey in his early teens. So I'll say he's from New Jersey, but he did really grow up in Oklahoma. Thomas, you're 46 and don't care anymore. I'm telling you, age is just another number. Kathy, I turned crazy 66 this past week, but my spirit feels like I'm. Kathy, I can tell you're in your 30s. We'll say you're in your 30s. You just reverse it. How about? Sorry, we say that you're 33. How about that? Reverse the 66 to 33. It's all good. But I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you, Kathy, that you fell on your birthday. Oh, my heart. Denver Daily Deals, Kim. I just started Dashing and Uber Eats. Any quick tips? Oh, where do I start? um, if you're just starting, I would say learn each app individually, like walk before you run and get really good with each app and then start multi-apping. Another thing is start to learn. Hi, Miss Gig, how are you? Start to take your calcium kids. That's actually really funny because I take calcium. Start to know your restaurants in your market. Make friends with your restaurants because they can be like the key to getting your orders in and out quickly. Um, I would start there just because when you get to know your restaurants, you get to know what orders to take and what orders to decline, and it makes your process, that much more easy. Um, that's kind of where I would start with you. Hey Kim, just want to drop in, but gotta go. Oh, bye. I'll see you tomorrow, UDM. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I would start with the basics first. Always say walk before you can run. I think we've all started where you're at, and I know it's a learning curve and a learning process, but I would definitely start there. I have developed so many, I don't want to say friendships, but relationships with my restaurants over, I've been doing this now probably 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And it has really helped me. Like a lot of times restaurants now, they know me by name, get to know them by name, because if they know you by name, like I walk in and I feel like it's like cheers sometimes, like, hey Kim. And it's, it becomes personable. But if they see, especially Uber Eats, if they see your name come up on the screen that you're the driver, some of my restaurants, they're like, okay, Kim's coming, let me get her order and she'll be in and out quickly. And that has really been like the key to a lot of my successes in my area. So get to know your area, get to know your restaurants, and get to know those two apps individually before you multi app them together. So, but Soda, you said, I agree. Exactly. I showered my good restaurants with leftover Valentine's Day candy. Oh, that's so nice, Bud. And I really appreciate their hard work. If you can like do like small things, like even like during Christmas time, I did a couple videos, but I was handing out candy canes like left and right, and everybody thought I was like, if they didn't know me, they knew me by the time I was handing out candy canes, just because they thought it was like the coolest thing that I was handing out candy canes. I wouldn't go this far, but I did see, and I thought it was a really good idea, and I might think about doing it if I have extra dollars in my pocket. I saw the DoorDash driver actually put a dollar tip in one of the tip jars for the restaurants the other day. And they actually said to the restaurant, I know you guys work hard. Here's a little extra from a driver, which I thought was so incredibly nice. And I'm thinking, if I remember that, I'm pretty sure the restaurant thought it was pretty special too. So, Thomas, you said Kim works hard, but with the best of them, but with a smile on her face. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I just go out. I have fun doing this. I really enjoy what I do on a daily basis. Yes, there's frustrations with everything that you do. A restaurant will frustrate you, or a customer will frustrate you, but you know what? Brush it off, move on, and keep on ticking and keep on going. So, but so one of my restaurants changed how they do Grubhub orders, and they're put much faster due to my feedback. Oh, that's awesome. I'm telling you, sometimes talking doesn't go on deaf ears. Sometimes you can really make a difference, and that's really awesome. Good job, Bud Soda. That's amazing. But yeah, Diane Hudson, Starbucks knows my name. There's a, it's funny. So you guys laugh at this. So McDonald's, like, they actually see me coming and have like a large Dr. Pepper, like ready for me. Like, Kim's here, large Dr. Pepper, and they literally have it ready for me as soon as like they see me walk in the door. But it works. It really, really does work. I mean, last week I have a local burger place that I absolutely love and adore, and they know me by name. And I literally walked in and he's just like, "Hey, Kim." And I said, "Hey, how are you?" And he's just like, "Do you want a milkshake today?" And I'm like, "Oh, that would be fantastic. I haven't eaten dinner yet." And that ended up being my dinner. But, it's just, to me, kindness goes such a long way. And I feel like the more kind you are to restaurants and they get to know you, the quicker they get you in and they get you out, because um, they know that who you are, and they can put a face with a name, and like, "Oh, Kim's here, let's get her out." So, Greg, you said I blame the kitchen managers, not the pushing through the delivery orders. Nothing delivery apps can do, unfortunately. I feel like it's half and half. A lot of it falls on the restaurants, right? Because they are the ones making the food, and they're the ones who can get it quickly and out and in and out. But I'm gonna say, then you have like apps like Grubhub, who actually send you like the order as you're going. Steve, that's actually really funny. So, Kim, that's how money claims that they make you get your own cup. So it's funny you should say that. I took so long story made short, and I'm going to tell you to go back and watch it. Go to UDM's channel. It wasn't last week, it was the week before. We had a whole discussion on, and I'm not going to talk about it because it ended up being a huge discussion. It was a discussion on whether drivers should fill drinks or not fill drinks. And I said, I don't mind filling the drinks if it gets me in and out of a restaurant quickly. And I'm here if, like, a restaurant is short staffed, if it's every once in a blue moon, I do not mind going to a drink and filling up a drink for a customer. So anyway, so that's where Steve is coming from. And do they make you fill your own cup? No, they do not make me fill my own cup. And I did take a picture of me with my milkshake, which was on the thumbnail, by the way, and I sent it to UDM and Jaywalk, and I said, no, I did not have to fill my own milkshake. So, ha. uh, so yeah, it's actually really funny. Greg, they say Kim knows Bruce. Maybe they'll get an autograph. I wish I knew Bruce. I do not know Bruce. I don't know John Bon Jovi, but they live around me. They're like literally miles away from where I am. Um, Bon Jovi's house is gorgeous. It's on the Navsink River, and it's beautiful. And they're like, all the houses around the area are ridiculous. And Bruce Springsteen has been known. I personally haven't seen him, but he's known to be out in public, just like every Joe Schmo that's out there, that you probably wouldn't even know him if you ran into him, just because he's literally out there in everyday life and treats it like it's everyday life. And he's been known to be in Barnes and Nobles and just carrying on life. So I feel like even if I did walk by him, I don't know whether I would honestly even, well, I probably would recognize him because he's kind of hard not to recognize in New Jersey. But yeah, there's so many celebrities even around my area. Queen Latifah is around my area. I'm trying to even think. When I, like, a little short story, when I gave birth to my daughter, the hospital that I delivered in, what Bon Jovi's kids were born in as well. And long story short, I had a little bit of a difficult delivery, and they actually gave me a corner room that overlooked the water, and they called it the John Bon Jovi room because his kids were born in that room. So that's my claim to fame. That's my daughter's claim to fame. But they're definitely around my area. My king, do you get bored sometimes? Every once in a while, I listen to Spotify is like my go-to for music. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I have Amazon, the Kindle Unlimited, and I try to find free audiobooks, and I'm really big into listening to like audiobooks, especially like suspense and like thrillers and like a lot of mystery stuff, because it like keeps my interest going. So I've been really into that lately, and also podcasts. Dateline has podcasts. Like there's so many podcasts, especially on Spotify, that you can actually go with. Oh, Josh, thank you. Kim held her own big time versus the fellas. I was not going to give in. Like, I really believe, like, it's a freaking drink. I'm just saying. But thank you, Josh. I really appreciate it. It's just, it's so much fun doing that show just because all three of us have very different opinions, and it's really fun to understand what everybody's individual opinion is on whatever subject matter that we come up with. And it just so happened to be it was 2 against 1, and I'll say I won. No, I'm just kidding. It was a really good discussion. So, Greg, you said that they send drivers too soon and don't give the restaurants enough time to make food, especially with larger orders. Yeah, they definitely Grubhub especially does that. I don't have too many, you know, I don't have too many issues with DoorDash or Uber Eats. Like the the order I canceled the other day was on DoorDash, and I haven't had to cancel a DoorDash order in a really long time. It was the first time I actually had to cancel a DoorDash order because of wait times. But yes, a lot of times that's what it is. Kim, you're small but mighty. Thank you. Have you been to the compound yet? What's the compound? Am I like missing that? Doesn't John Bon Jovi does own a restaurant a couple blocks away from, well, actually in the area that I do a lot of my pickup deliveries in. It's a downtown area. It's called JBJ Soul, and he's very big into the community. He during the pandemic, there were articles. He has so much respect for me. He actually during the pandemic opened up his kitchen, his restaurant to anybody. And I think it was like on Tuesday. It was one of the day during the week he would actually go into the restaurant and actually clean the dishes and do the dishes for his restaurant to help the restaurant out. So he has gained much respect. And also, Rideshare, Roadie's live is, premiere is coming up soon, so we're going to be wrapping it up for this evening soon. And so, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really do appreciate everybody being here with me on Tuesdays. I will be here next Tuesday. Oh, right, your rodeo. The Dr. Pepper Fund. I will use it towards the Dr. Pepper Fund. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to end here. Go check out Right Here Rodeo Steve's premiere at 9:15 tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I love being here with you guys for Tuesdays. You guys are some of the best drivers there are out there, and I love learning from you guys as much as I love being here with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Join me next Tuesday. Well, first of all, join me tomorrow on UDM's live with Jaywalk at 3 p.m. I will put it on my community post as well for tomorrow. And then next Tuesday, join me here. It's my birthday, so we'll have a lot of fun. And that's it. Everybody have a fantastic week. If you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out.